Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you are trying to break into government contracting or grow your existing business in the federal marketplace, you've definitely come across NAICS codes. They seem super important, right? You register with them on SAM.gov, you search for opportunities using them. But what if I told you that relying only on NAICS codes to find contracts could actually be hurting your chances? Stick around because today we're diving into what NAICS codes are, how they are used, and crucially, why they can be misleading when hunting for government contracts. This is Humam, and you are watching GovCon with Humam. As always, before we begin, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's go. Alright, first things first. What exactly is a NAICS code? So NAICS stands for the North American Industry Classification System. It's basically a standardized system used by federal statistical agencies across North America, that is the US, Canada, and Mexico. So it works as follows. Every type of business activity, from software development to janitorial services to building construction, gets assigned a specific 6-digit code. The primary purpose is for collecting, analyzing, and publishing statistical data about the economy. How does this economic classification system jump into the world of winning government contracts? Well, when you register your business in the system for award management or SAM.gov, which is mandatory to do business with the US federal government, you have to list the NAICS codes that represent the work your company does. This tells the government what industries you operate in. Secondly, when a government agency needs to buy something, the contracting officer or CO assigns a primary NAICS code to that solicitation. This code is supposed to represent the main purpose or principal nature of the product or service being procured. So this helps set size standards for small business eligibility and theoretically helps businesses like yours find relevant opportunities by searching for contracts listed under their codes. Okay, that sounds straightforward, right? So what's the problem? How can this system be misleading? Reason number one, so the contracting officer assigned to the procurement gets to choose the one primary NAICS code for the entire solicitation. Sometimes the work required spans multiple industries, so he has to pick the best fit, but their interpretation of the principal nature of the work might differ from yours or even from another contractor officer's interpretation. For example, a contract might involve both significant IT support and facility management, so the contract officer might classify it under facilities support services, even if 70% of the actual work is IT related, which falls under another NAICS code. If you only search for IT codes, you would completely miss this opportunity. Many government contracts bundle multiple requirements together. You might have a contract primarily for marketing, but it also includes elements for event planning, graphic design, and maybe even some light IT work for a campaign website. The chosen NAICS might only reflect the largest component, hiding relevant work for subcontractors or firms specializing in the other areas. NAICS codes are updated periodically, but they don't always keep pace with rapid technological advancements or niche industries. If you have a cutting-edge service specialized in AI, cybersecurity, or a unique SaaS platform, there might not be a perfect NAICS code yet for you. So the contracting officer might use a broader, older code that doesn't accurately capture the specific need. Sometimes when a sources sought notice or RFI, also known as request for information, is released, the agency might still be refining the requirements. So the initial NAICS code assigned might be broad or even incorrect, and it might change by the time the final request for proposal, RFP, comes out. If you dismissed it early based on the NAICS, you missed your chance to engage. So what's the big takeaway from all this? If you rely solely on searching by your registered NAICS codes on SAM.gov or other platforms, you are almost guaranteed to miss relevant contract opportunities. You are limiting your search based on a system that, while useful for statistics, is often an imperfect and sometimes downright misleading filter for the specific work being procured. Okay, don't panic, NAICS codes aren't useless. They are just one tool, and not always the sharpest one. Here's how to really find the opportunities meant for you. Try using keyword search, try reading the description, and try using multiple codes. So we've been talking about how using NAICS codes can be misleading and lead to you missing out on some opportunities. So what are the alternatives really? So if we navigate to SAM.gov and we click on contracting to search, and then we can use the advanced search by clicking here. We can use the keyword search functionality in SAM.gov to search for things. Let's say I want to search for janitorial services. You see that I get the results because we have the exact keyword mentioned here. But if I, as an example, make a spelling mistake, we will not find anything. It's not really that flexible. So I would recommend you to write general and broad keywords when trying to use the keyword search. If you are not only interested in active solicitations, you can also use fpds.gov. I find the search here to be a bit better, but as you see here, the user interface is terrible. So here if we write services with 2 S's, we still manage to find something. But here we find only awarded opportunities. So if using SAM.gov is not optimal, and using fpds.gov doesn't really reflect all the active solicitations that we actually want to bid on, I highly recommend you to check out SamSearch. So if we go to SamSearch and we click on sign in to enter the platform, we are greeted with opportunities tailored to our profile. If we then navigate to search, you see here that the search is super flexible. It just understands the context of your sentence. So if I write janitorial services with 2 S, it still picks up the opportunity because it's smart enough to understand both the context of your sentence and any keywords that you have. So let's say that I search for this NAICS code instead. We see that we get the exact results without having me to use the NAICS code filter that we also have here to the side. And it makes your life a lot easier because it provides you with an AI generated summary of the opportunity so that you don't have to really click on it to see more details. And even though you see here that this opportunity is past due, it's actually active on SAM.gov, and it helps you with filtering out all of these results. So if we go inside this opportunity and click on view to view the original pre-solicitation on SAM.gov, we can see here that it is still active. So this is very helpful because you don't have to waste your time on opportunities with a deadline that has already passed. And using SamSearch, you can filter away all of these opportunities by pressing this button here, and boom. Now we have all the opportunities with only due dates in the future. Finally, I want to mention that when you use SamSearch, you have the opportunity not only to search for federal opportunities, but also state opportunities in hundreds of government websites. In addition to that, you can find federal grants and SBIR all in one platform using a smart AI search. That was it for me today. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed watching it. See you guys in the next one. Bye.